Meanwhile, Florida picked to finish first in the AAC, and that's the American Athletic Conference. It's only the second year the conference has sponsored women's lacrosse. It's the third different home for Florida since the program was formed back in 2010. They started in the American Lacrosse Conference. When that conference became defunct, they moved on to the Big East, where they were, again, dominant in conference play. And their second year here in the AAC. Violation on Dartmouth Vita Mayer in the draw control. So possession will come here to the Gators. Chance for the Gators to take their first lead of the afternoon. This is Shannon Kavanaugh with it. Kavanaugh, 182 career points coming into today, 7 points away from Molly Stevens of Florida for 9th overall in program history. She's looking to become the 8th 200-point scorer. Quick whip shot in front, and Vrinton's able to make the save. It was Harris in front, coming through again, and that time Vrinton was equal to the task. Directing the traffic in front of her, gets it now to Natalie Palmer, the senior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Palmer to carry it forward, runs past the pressure of Emma Whiteman at midfield. Palmer continuing to carry on the outside as she looks to try and get Dartmouth set up in the offensive zone. Spinning away from some pressure. She'll see now to Turquetta. We'll give it to Mayer. Now a chance for the Big Green to try and go back in the lead. Mayer waiting for the offense to set, looking for a cutter across the middle, nothing doing. Now she'll leave it up top here for Bork. As they weave, Bork takes a couple of chucks, fires, and this one goes wide. Possession will stay here with Dartmouth with 47 seconds remaining on the possession clock. Sarah Ross initiating the inbounds. Ball finally comes up now to Ellie Carson. Honorable mention Ivy last year, feeding it down low to Mayer, spinning away from pressure over to Chanichuk. Chanichuk gets it. Firing a shot is Turquetta. This one goes wide. Just 24 seconds remaining now on the possession clock for the Big Green. Momentary stop as the ball came back on the field to play quickly. 15 seconds to go. This is Ross. Up top with it, Maggie O'Gorman. O'Gorman looking across the middle. Comes and fires, and Resnick is able to fire the stick up there and make the save. O'Gorman seeing her first action of the year this afternoon on the field. But that was a big save there by Resnick, so back and forth will come. And a chance now for Florida to try and take the lead. Cara Trombetta bringing it across the restraining line. Cassidy Bresnahan. Ball working its way around up top. Haas with it now. First team AAC a season ago was Grace Haas. Harris looking for some space, trying to get it to a cutter. Is able to get it to Cattell, but she is turned away. Maggie Corrigo scoops up the ground ball. Down low, Harris feeding it across the middle. Pass is missed, and it's scooped up in stride nicely by Emma Lesko. Carried away here by Riley Ricciardi. And she brings it across midfield and now across the restraining line. So Dartmouth looking to try and go back in front. First two tallies of the game went to the Big Green. Then Brianna Harris found the back of the net for the first time this afternoon for Florida. That made it 2-1. Big Green were able to stretch themselves back out to a 3-1 lead, but since then 2 goals by Florida has got this game tied up at 3. Dartmouth having to replace a lot of the offense off of last year's team. They lost 59.5% of their goal scoring and 62.3% of their points. Lost their top 3 scorers from last year alone, and Kira Sweeney, Kellen DeLeva, and Elizabeth Mastrio. They combined for 203 of the team's 401 points they put up last year. But certainly some capable people stepping into their shoes. Among them is Katie Bork. Bork looking for some space with second Ivy a season ago with 38 goals. Now she comes in and fires and scores. Katie Bork, second of the afternoon. That makes it a baker's dozen for her here in this 2020 season. And she gives the lead back to the Big Green. They're on top, 4-3. Another look at the footwork coming here by Bork. The control coming through, and she's able to fire it past Resnick and going up high. So back and forth this game continues to go. Dartmouth looking for a win against a Florida program that's been very, very impressive in their short time. They've made the NCAA tournament every year since 2011 through last year. The only year they have not made the NCAA tournament in their program's history was 2010. That's the first year it existed. They play a tough schedule year in, year out. They have 11 non-conference games on the schedule this year, do the Gators. 8 of those 11 opponents are either currently ranked or were ranked at the time they played them. It was the same for Florida last year as well. So Amanda O'Leary has really built something down there in Gainesville. But Dartmouth here early on doing just more than hanging with the Gators. Ground ball off the draw control will be picked up nicely here by Caitlin Debkowski. Violation on Dartmouth on the stick check, so possession will stay here with the Gators. Carried across midfield by Emerson Cabrera. Cabrera fouled, so quick restart coming here for UF. Long pass cross field. Becky Browndorf will take it, the freshman out of Dresser, Pennsylvania. She'll peel back across the restraining line now as the ball's into the cross of Harris. Harris being checked by Haley Ricciardi. Ricciardi trying not to cede any ground. Harris towards the top of the arc, will back away now. Over it comes to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh already with a goal this afternoon here, and this one is going to be saved by Vrinton. Another shot there by Harris, and Vrinton was able to come up and make another stop. Kira Vrinton has been outstanding so far in this afternoon for the Big Green. She's already up to 5 saves here so far today. Riley Ricciardi carrying it across here for Dartmouth. Dropping it back in trouble, maintaining the pass there with Sarah Ross, and it goes right, and ground ball is scooped up by Madison Cattell. Long pass ahead in here for Haas. Had trouble controlling. Ball still loose, and it's going to be scooped up and pulled away by Turquetta. Foul on Florida, but quickly Dartmouth will restart. Carson in possession of it now. Waiting for the offense to get in position. Ellie Carson, first team All-Ivy in 2018. 51 goals she scored that season. Missed the first 4 contests of last year's campaign, but still very good numbers, 29 goals and 8 assists. Bork with it, looking. Bork trying to dance, spin towards the middle. Trying to plant, nice job marking her right there. That was Kara Trombetta. Trombetta, 117 caused turnovers in her time for Florida. That's a program record. And we're going to have, I think, a violation. Yes, violation coming here on Florida. So another free position opportunity coming up here for the Big Green. Nina Nesselbush on the restart coming here for Dartmouth, the freshman out of Penfield, New York. Nesselbush will go back with it here to Marshall and leave it here to Bork. And now we're going to have, I think, a 3-second violation, defensive 3-second violation. I think that's what's being called here on Florida. It's going to result in another free position opportunity coming here for Dartmouth. So Dartmouth on the restart, 30 seconds on the possession clock. This one shoots and hits the bar. Bounce shot by Ross that hit the outside. Ball still loose on the ground, and Marshall will pick it up. Shot clock reset as it hit off the post. So now a chance for Dartmouth to get the offense reset, see if they can stretch that lead back up to 2. Turquetta trying to dodge. Nothing doing up there. Now pressure coming from the backside as Turquetta is being pushed away. That's Trombetta coming over again. 40 caused turnovers last year. That was 3 shy of the program record she had the year before with 43. Now a spin towards net by Marshall. She goes down. Ground ball loose. Resnick will come out of her crease to try and pick it up. A foul there on Dartmouth. So possession to come here. It was Katie Bork, the guilty party. Trombetta to bring it across, the senior out of Holbrook, New York. Caitlin Dabkowski with it now, going across the field, and Florida is able to get it forward. Emma Whiteman, the sophomore out of Basking Ridge, Pennsylvania. Now the Gators a chance to try and work the clock and see what they can find possession-wise down here in the offensive end. Bresnahan looking, down low to Cattell. Cattell trying to shift away from the pressure of Kate White. Pass up top to Haas is nearly picked off. Good stick there by Lesko, but Haas is able to scoop up the ground ball. Haas towards the outside. Warded away. Up top it comes. Working around from Harris. Over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to find some space. Kavanaugh spring away. Bounce shot. This one's going to go just past the cage. Ball still loose on the ground. Coming over and scooping it up for the big green is Emma Lesko. Lesko giving to White. White quickly ahead to Haley Ricciardi. Back to Riley as Dartmouth will try and get the breakout started. Riley Ricciardi running away from the pressure. Now a dodge here moving towards midfield. Fed over and gathered by Sarah Ross. Ross will slow the pace down. And now with it is Turquetta. 21 goals a season ago for Turquetta. She's up to 9 with her 2 tallies so far today. Now goals in 3 of the 4 games for the Big Green this season. Marshall outside. Marshall looking. Down low with it. Mimi Lazor. Lazor looking to feed. Lazor up top to Turquetta. Turquetta trying to set it, move towards the middle. And it's going to be a free position opportunity coming up here for Dartmouth. This one coming towards the top of the arc. So Turquetta already with 2 goals on the afternoon. Looking to try and make it a hat trick. She'll carry in Turquetta, and that's 3. 3rd goal of the afternoon for Sophia Turquetta. Gets her team's lead back up to 2. Big Green move in front 5-3. We've got a good one on our hands here this afternoon. This is the Ivy League on NESN.